I just need this one. Trust me. The left
Forget, I
hook.
only need one too.
Okay.
Forget that too.
That's fine. All right, then we both got it. We both got it.
Like, come on, bro.
I can't hear you.
What happens when two of boxing's most electrifying stars share the spotlight and let their egos clash? Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the undefeated knockout sensation, and Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, the Olympic rising star, were meant to promote their upcoming fight at a routine press conference. Instead, they turned the stage into a battlefield. This wasn't just a standard hype session, it was personal, raw, and completely unhinged. From the moment they stepped on stage, the atmosphere was electric, buzzing with hostility and a tension so thick it was almost tangible. But no one could have predicted how things would escalate. Let's break it all down. Gervonta Davis, a name synonymous with devastating knockouts and fiery controversies, entered with the swagger of a champion ready to dominate.
Yeah, that's fine.
What up, though?
I'm good, man.
On the other side of the table stood Keyshawn Davis, a determined and hungry young fighter eager to make his mark by challenging one of boxing's most intimidating names. Even the legendary Mike Tyson has joined the growing wave of support for Keyshawn, fueling the hype surrounding his meteoric rise.
Davis, Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there.
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Ooh, there we go right here.
Oh, yeah.
The young guy.
Nice combination.
He's quick.
Good. Yeah. Ooh.
It's a harder puncher.
And, oof.
Both fighters entered the event with a point to prove. For Gervonta, this fight was about shutting down critics and reaffirming his status as the undisputed king of the lightweight division.
I'm gonna tell you why he best one to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
As I'm, like I said, once again, I'm talking to you, the great war Georges, can correct me if I'm wrong. From his last 4 fights, I think he's gotten better at setting up punches.
For Keyshawn, this was his chance to prove he's more than just a rising prospect. He's a legitimate contender and a real threat to the sports elite.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not take short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. You got the power, you got the skill and ability. He's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short ain't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And you know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Tells him to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
This fight wasn't just about skill or strategy. It was fueled by a rivalry that had been brewing for weeks on social media, with insults and jabs flying back and forth. Fans were expecting fireworks, but no one anticipated just how quickly things would escalate. Keyshawn arrived with the swagger of an underdog ready to stun the world, while Gervonta radiated the unshakable confidence of an undefeated champion. The press conference began with the usual talk about training camps, fight prep, and strategies. However, it didn't take long for tensions to boil over. Keyshawn wasted no time, openly taking shots at Gervonta's controversies and legal troubles. Gervonta, never one to back down, quickly fired back with insults that packed the same punch as his in-ring shots. The tension kept rising, and before anyone could react, words turned into physical pushes. It's no secret that Tank has been involved in his share of public altercations, and this was no different. The security team was on high alert, but it wasn't enough to prevent the chaos. Keyshawn stepped forward, aggressive and ready to escalate, and Gervonta responded in kind. Chairs were shoved, tables flew, and the situation quickly spiraled into complete mayhem.
What started as a heated argument exploded into a full-on brawl.
What began as a heated exchange quickly escalated into an all-out brawl. Keyshawn and Gervonta charged at each other, with security desperately trying to separate them. Cameras caught the madness as both teams jumped in, transforming the stage into a war zone. To truly understand why this press conference was such a huge moment, you have to look at the history between these two fighters.
When Light Skin posted those messages about me sparring, I was really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you about sparring. So what? No cap. Since when y'all take sparring into consideration of shit? So what? So what? What was his point in even doing that? Like, what was he trying to get with it? That I'm trying to ride his coattail? Like, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real. I don't need you, bro. I don't need you, bro. I do not need you, bro. I don't. If you want to fight me, send me a contract. But if you don't, I'm gonna be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm gonna make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you, little dude, little dwarf, oopaloo.
The bad blood between Gervonta and Keyshawn had been simmering for months. It all started when Keyshawn took to social media, accusing Tank of avoiding tough opponents and padding his undefeated record with easy victories.
I want to fight him, bro, because he been tricking the boxing game for too long. He been tricking the boxing game for too long. He makes shit look good. He makes the shit look better than what it is.
Publicly, Tank shrugged off the trash talk as if it didn't bother him, but behind closed doors, it was clear the disrespect had hit a nerve. This press conference wasn't just about talking, it was Gervonta's chance to make a statement. And he did so in a way that no one saw coming.
Energy he coming with, he can't do all them shenanigans and all that he be doing with other people. He can't do that with me.
But I'm just saying, Key, listen.
The brawl was just the beginning. With a fighter like Tank involved, things are only going to get more intense as we inch closer to fight night.
Tank Davis. Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer. George was a puncher. Ernest Shaver was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had an overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. Mm-hmm. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights at the level of competition.
Yes,
he was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is...
For Keyshawn, this was a wake-up call. He had been riding high on confidence, but the chaos showed there's still a gap between him and Tank, not just in skill, but also in presence and control.
I feel like I beat Tank too, as well. Only time I see him come out fast, is Santa Cruz. I know boxing, and also I know myself, so.
Yeah.
The obvious next step is for Tank and Keyshawn to settle their rivalry in the ring. Fans are already eagerly anticipating the fight, and the press conference has only stoked the flames even more.
Only added fuel to the fire.
I didn't watch it, but I saw it was an early knockout. You know, he come out sharp and put the man to sleep. You know, so you know he is next up. He's going to be a great fighter.
He's calling for Tank. Now
he beats Tank.
Yeah, you think so?
Keyshawn Davis beats Tank, in my opinion. I believe to give him a good ass spanking.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has already hinted that 2025 could be his final year in the ring. That means every move he makes from now on is focused on protecting his undefeated record and solidifying his legacy as one of boxing's all-time greats.
25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
That's exactly why a fight with Keyshawn Davis might not be the smartest move for Tank. Keyshawn is young, hungry, and incredibly skilled. He has all the tools to potentially hand Tank his first loss.
Is Keyshawn ready based on his performance to take on Tank Davis, and how does that fight play out?
I feel like Keyshawn is ready to take on a guy like Tank. I think that Keyshawn is one of the most skillful fighters in the sport of boxing. I always told Keyshawn since a young kid he can fight. I just don't like the simple fact that he's running on media and not keeping a buck, saying that he was beating me up and Shakur had to like rile me up to spar him. Because this make no sense. Shakur is a better boxer than Keyshawn. And if I'm in there doing millions of rounds with Shakur, what makes you think that Shakur has to hype me up to spar Keyshawn? Like, but it is what it is. He got to hype himself up. He got to build himself. I don't really try to pay too much mind to that. But like I said, Keyshawn is a great fighter. I always thought Keyshawn was a great fighter.
What makes this bout even more interesting?
What makes this fight even more intriguing is that Gervonta Davis himself has praised Keyshawn, calling him a great fighter, arguably better than Shakur Stevenson.
What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
Y'all
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. He don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit don't win in boxing.
Tank has openly questioned Shakur's power and aggression, suggesting that Keyshawn's speed, hunger, and knockout potential make him an even bigger threat.
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. Go look at his fight.
So you
I'll
feel
probably
like
pin
that's
him on
easy
game. Probably tell him that.
Not to mention, Shakur is widely seen as the king of the division, especially with legends like Floyd Mayweather backing him as the top dog.
Floyd, when you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? Who you would put where?
As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
What is it about him? Because I know you have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level.
And now Tank is saying Keyshawn is even better? If that's not insane, I don't know what is. Most pros are siding with Keyshawn, and that speaks volumes about the guy.
What was your thoughts on that type of performance as a rising star in boxing?
Where you at, Tank? Where you at? Where you at, Tank? That's what my thought. The call out too after the performance. Come on, man. Look, man. Keyshawn showed. Look, this is what I've been waiting on from Keyshawn, man. Keyshawn has been kind of hot and cold. He finally put it together, man. He got his mental right. His team is right. His skill is on fire, on point, man. And he did it under these circumstances and this pressure. behind this crowd, man, that dude is a star, bro. Seriously, man. All that weight on his back, bro, he put it down. He was even dealing with his brothers, man. His brothers, his sister singing the national anthem. It was a family affair, bro.
He said his sister had a car crash too prior to today too.
Fire, man. Newborn child as well, man, and he was able to manage all of this.
Let's be real. One bad night in the ring could overshadow everything Tank has worked for, especially with retirement looming. Taking on someone as dangerous as Keyshawn late in his career isn't just another fight. It's a huge risk that could tarnish his otherwise flawless legacy.
You are good. You are real good. But there's levels to this game, Keyshawn.
Okay, we gonna talk about levels. Okay, just know it's levels.
Keyshawn brings speed, power, and a style that could give Tank serious problems. He's got the weapons to potentially cause trouble in the ring.
Davis Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
At just 24 years old, Keyshawn is already proving himself as a force to be reckoned with, and he's hungry to take down the division's top dog.
I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm gonna make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you. Little dude, little dwarf. Ooh.
Floyd Mayweather has officially thrown his support behind Keyshawn Davis, and let's just say, it's only adding fuel to an already explosive situation.
Floyd fuck with DB3. Not gonna lie to you. Like, he came up and asked about me first. And he was like, yeah, I see your two brothers going crazy too. Ain't your youngest one going to the Olympics? Like, what's his name? Keon. Like, your other one's signed with you top rank too. Like, he loved us as a group.
So he already knew you, like, prior? Like, you didn't even have to explain, yo,
You feel me? Like, of course he knew me, but he also knew my two other brothers as well. So, damn, Floyd paying attention. Like, he really fuck with us. Maybe because we carry ourselves as a family and we just so strong with that. Or maybe because we just can fucking fight too. You know what I'm saying? He never really went into details on how he knew us. But when he did that shit at his gym, he told me that, I'm like, damn, like, he different. I text Floyd the other day, like, Floyd, he like, man, anytime, family, you just let me know. I can call Floyd right now, he fuck around and answer, you know what I mean? So, Floyd's a real nigga.
Floyd isn't just offering advice. He's been seen in the gym, actively helping Keyshawn prepare for what could be the biggest fight of his career. Given Floyd's history with Gervonta "Tank" Davis, this partnership between him and Keyshawn feels much more personal than professional.
He was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, you'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter. Years later, he was working with some people from our team, because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a...
The tension between Floyd and Tank cuts deep.
The tension between Floyd and Tank runs deeper than boxing. What began as a mentor-protege relationship quickly fell apart when Tank grew frustrated with living in Floyd's shadow, feeling more like a puppet than a rising star in his own right.
Like, I gotta do that. A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub? Like he was subbing you? Like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.